Cowboys continue to add players as we get closer and closer to the regular season. Linval Joseph, Jordan Phillips, Andrew Booth. They waited until the last minute to start building a 2019 All-Star roster, and they just added to that roster once again a running back with a very, very recognizable name in Dalvin Cook. So what does that mean for Dallas? Are they getting 2019 Dalvin Cook, or are we getting Dalvin cooked? Let's talk about it. According to PFF, the Cowboys have the worst running back room in the league, and I can't even begin to argue with that assessment. You have Rico Dowdle, who I think is better than most people will give him credit for. You have Ezekiel Elliott, who I think is a little more washed than people care to admit. You have Hunter Lipke, who's more of a fullback but can do some goal line stuff. And then you have Deuce Vaughn, a 6th round pick, who probably has the most juice in this room, but you really need a plan for him on offense. So, objectively speaking, it's not a great group. And that's why I'm not really surprised by the signing of any free agent running back, and that includes Cook. Dallas is starting to just throw stuff at the wall, especially at the running back position, to see if they can kind of rekindle a little bit of a veteran's prime. Hence, the Ezekiel Elliott signing as well. Add in the fact that this is a recognizable name, someone that Mike Zimmer, someone in the building, is comfortable with, knows very well. But just like the Zeke signing, this doesn't really move the needle for me at all. You kind of already have this player on your roster in Ezekiel Elliott. We know by this point, we talked about it a ton with Elliott, the running back position is about youth. Cook is 29 years old, and at one point in his career, he was one of, if not the best back in football. He had 4 straight years with 1,000 yards rushing. He averaged over 4.5 yards per carry for 6 straight years in Minnesota. He was really, really good. And when we start talking about this and what it means for 2024, I want you to understand that I know that Dalvin Cook used to be good. In 2022, the numbers began to decline for the Minnesota running back. But 2023 was where it really took a nosedive because he just wasn't good. And sure, he didn't get a ton of opportunities with the New York Jets, but the sample size was enough to get an idea of his efficiency on a per-touch basis. His total production numbers certainly didn't look great because he didn't get a ton of opportunities, but I think it's better to look at his efficiency because we need to know what he's going to look like on a per-carry basis. And I just gotta say, it's historically underwhelming. In 2023, according to PlayerProfiler.com, his true yards per carry was just 3.2, which ranked 64th in the NFL. His tackles evaded ranked 60th. Despite facing a base front on a majority of his carries, he had a stuffed run rate of 19.4, which ranked 58. And his EPA just has to be historically bad at negative 27.1, which ranked 133rd in the league. And sure, the Jets' offensive line was not good. He was running behind Zach Wilson playing quarterback. None of those things helped his case. Still, you can't argue with the numbers. The numbers are saying that he's a well below average back at this point in his career. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, I don't hate the signing because you can't hate it. It's a practice squad signing. Now, if the Cowboys were going to make room for him on the 53 and take a spot from Deuce, Lipke, Dowdle, Zeke, etc., then I would have a problem with it. I would say he is probably taking a spot from Royce Freeman, I would assume, who the Cowboys signed as a veteran back this offseason. I guess I could get mad about that because I thought Freeman looked pretty good in the preseason. So I guess you could just kind of pick between the two which one you think could be a more productive back if they had to play. Really quick, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, BetUS. If you're looking for the best odds for the NFL season, Cowboys futures, live in-game betting, whatever you need, BetUS has you covered. They have huge bonuses, great odds, and fast payouts. Plus, new customers get a 125% sign-up bonus on their first 3 deposits. Deposit $20, get $25 more to play with. The link to sign up is in the description of today's video. Now, overall, it doesn't move the needle for me or the running back room. I like all 4 guys you already have on the roster better than Dalvin Cook. I don't see a world where Cook really makes an impact in 2024 unless there's an injury to one of your top 4 guys. The Cowboys are obviously throwing stuff at the wall. A name that they're familiar with, a name much like Zeke, has some weight to it. But we have to temper our expectations because on this channel, we have to be completely honest. And with this signing, it's the same way I felt with Zeke. It doesn't do much for me in terms of upgrading the running back position. There's a reason that Cook is still available, still on the open market, less than 2 weeks before the NFL season is set to start. Obviously, paired with the numbers, the age, the position that he's playing, we have to be realistic here. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We're shooting for 40,000 subscribers, so help us hit that goal. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.